time to recognize the 28 seniors that are in band this year. It's a large senior class. And check the voices. We're trying to play a concert, my voice gets all dry. But it's very fortunate to have such a large senior class. This might be one of the largest, if not the largest senior class that we've had. And this is a senior class who didn't get a chance to complete their freshman year because of COVID. So they came to us as a large freshman class. Then in March of, was that 2020? In March of 2020, everything shuts down. And they didn't complete their freshman year. And then sophomore year was everybody's favorite distance learning. And band on distance learning was everybody's favorite time. As a matter of fact, some of you couldn't be bothered with me and decided that you would go and keep playing 2K, because I was getting it away. Yet, somehow, they came back their junior year. And then, blown away, because they hadn't even had a full year of me in person. That must be why they came back. They hadn't gotten sick of me yet. And a couple of them even came back their senior year, or tried it out for the first time their senior year. So I was very thankful and very blessed to have such an amazing group of seniors who have been able to navigate us through this post-pandemic band world. So a round of applause for all the seniors. The first senior award is going to go to somebody who is new to band this year. And I'm very disappointed that they decided to wait until their senior year to do band. But they came out their senior year, they played in jazz band, and then I thought she was done. And then she started doing winter percussion, and then she said, well, how do I do concert band? How does that work? So it's like we grabbed her, and then we kept her. So I'd like to first recognize Rachel Green. Oh no, you can't let her walk up the stairs quietly. I don't have these up here in any order, so I have to look for the name that I wanted to call. This next person didn't come back their junior year. Decided that distance learning me was probably enough. But somehow, we must have done something right, because came back to senior year, and his little sister was in band, and shows up every morning to zero period, not to play, mind you, but to sit in the room while his little sister plays. You know, isn't that sweet? While his little sister plays, and he unlocks the gate for people who are texting saying, I got locked out. So he comes and grabs the gate, and then is always exhausted because he'll have a 3-hour tennis match that he just did the day before, and I don't know how you run around for 3 hours. Maybe I knew how to do that when I was 17 or 18, but not anymore. Albert D. Meissen? Speaking of playing 2K while distance learning, I was looking at a picture of him from his eighth grade concert. And that picture of him in 8th grade, I don't know, was it beginning band or concert band, whatever band it was, he's in the exact same place, doing the exact same thing, like, right there. And when I saw that picture, I was almost shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, your hair just changed, but that's it. What I really admire about him, though, is he'll be the first one to come in. I mean, great trash talker. So he said, I don't have to worry about not coming back, because he'll be sure to come back and trash talk my team as soon as they're not doing well. So I'm not too worried. However, since I'm a Kings fan, I'm pretty sure I won't have that much to talk about. He's a Blazers fan, so it's a little suspect right there. But I've actually been really impressed because he's somebody who will come if I'm getting on the percussionist about something. He's the first one to come into my office and go, hey, I don't think that's right. This is what's actually going down. Like, you're getting the percussionists in trouble for leaving their stuff out, but I don't think it was us. And he'll be the one that comes in and stands up to the percussion section. And that's been really cool to see him take that leadership role. And just because you don't have leader attached to your name doesn't mean you're not one. So, Jay Marshall. I don't have a prescribed order. If I was smart, I would make notes. So, what did Kobe tell me earlier? Small brain? What did you say? Is that what you said? He doesn't know, he can't hear me. He said something, I was like, oh man, I should have done this. And Kobe was like, oh, small brain. And I was like, man. Oh, you just now got it? Kobe's great. Like, I guess now that I've mentioned Kobe, I wasn't even gonna go with Kobe, but now since I'm talking about Kobe, I guess I gotta bring up Kobe. Kobe is somebody who, as a freshman, I was like, someone needs to calm him down. Like, he's like all over the place. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was afraid Kobe was gonna think I didn't like him because I kept like getting on for things as a freshman. But I guess as freshmen do, and I probably get on this year's freshman just the same, but you know, senior Kobe is not freshman Kobe, and senior Kobe has grown up a bit, and senior Kobe has become somebody that I can rely on to make sure that things get done. So senior Kobe knows how to have fun, but senior Kobe has also figured out how to get things done, even though I may not think they're getting done. They're getting done. So, Kobe Harrington. You need to send Kobe some love because he's a Warriors fan, and I believe they're playing right now. What's the score? Oh, I heard some thumbs up out there, so we're in good shape. But when I say we, you're in good shape. So, wow. Ooh. He's gonna be an escort to his car later. He's a Cowboy fan. So, this next person has played, I think, in every ensemble tonight. He's not left the stage. And so, I've been really impressed because I'm not sure if I realized until this year just how talented he is. And it's like they stick out a little bit, and he started taking more solos, and he started taking harder solos, and he started doing harder things, and he was doing those harder things well. And I don't know why I was surprised by this, but surprised in a good way, like not surprised that he could do it, but surprised at how well he was doing it, and how I wish he didn't wait until his senior year to show off all of this talent that he has. You heard him on piccolo, Mr. Henry Vo. This next one might be the toughest person in band. So if you need an escort to your car, this is the one that we talk to when we're leaving this evening. Because not only has she been doing a wonderful, wonderful job in band, she also, you won first in sections for wrestling? Is that the case? Huh? In masters? Did you go to state? Yeah, how'd you do at state? Well, we don't talk about that. She made it to state. She runs track. She's a whiz on that bass clarinet. She's got some power behind those notes. She's been an absolute dream to have in band over these last 4 years, or whatever you want to call the COVID years. So please give her a warm round of applause to Elizabeth Renata. I've got a few utility players in band. In order to make band work, and this is one of the reasons why I love this senior class so much, is we've had holes throughout the years because COVID kind of hurt us a little bit. So these next few people that I'm going to call have been people that have been willing to step up and do different things and step outside of their comfort zone whenever the band has needed them. And this first person actually played piano in jazz band her freshman year. And then she played flute when we came back her junior year. And then has played percussion her senior year. And has been willing to hop all over the ensemble and do whatever this band has needed to be successful over these past 4 years. So our success is also their success. And Renee, when you've been a huge... She thought I forgot she played piano. Yeah, allergies. It's not COVID, don't worry. Just a little tuberculosis. I was short on low brass this year. And so this person came to me as a saxophone player. And this person came to me as a bass saxophone player. And then I said, the band needed like some trombones, I needed volunteers. And he said, I got you. What do you need? She stepped up, grabbed a trombone. And then later this year he said, what else do you need? You need me to play something else for you? Because I got you on that too. I said, no, don't worry about it, because you're holding your own there on trombone and bass trombone, and has always been willing to step up when we needed Jada Melanie. Well, there's a couple more people who keep moving around this band. For this concert set, we needed additional percussionists. The dance zone has a lot in it. And so the percussionists held auditions, something like that, a draft. What you do? You had some negotiations. They said, okay, who do we want? And Mr. 2K was pulling hard for this one. Kept saying, this is who we want, this is who we want. And I don't know how much convincing was needed, or if any convincing was needed, but he's back there smiling, so he's the one with the really nice smile in the back of he's trying not to. Yeah, he has that nice smile. He was saying there, his hair was whipping in the wind today with that smile. So there it is. He's a lot of people's friend in band. How are you not friends with that face? So, yeah, he's trying. So he's been pulling his own on a flute. He hopped in on some percussion and figured some things out. And he's been a great friend to the band, Mr. Sheldon. These are in no order, they're just as I see them. We have this game, and was that what I want to do for her? Okay, no. Her senior presentation was on friendship. And her senior presentation was on a particular friend who happens to be sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows back in the front, somewhere in the middle was giggling. And she gave a great senior presentation on the value of friendship and how friendship can, like long-lasting friendships, can really get you through a lot, and how they can be your rock and they're steady, and then regardless of what happens throughout that friendship, because we all know friendships can be rocky, but when you know that you have that friend that you can come back to, you know you found a special friend, and it's been great that she can recognize the value of friendship, because a lot of us still don't recognize what a true blessing, a true friend can be. And that's awesome. What I was gonna say is that we have this game where every time she sees me, what is this, a weenus? Is that what this is? Where she always comes over to grab it, like sneakily. And then whenever I try to grab her, she gets mad at me. And she's like, you're making up rules to the game. This isn't how it works. I'm in the lead, I'm winning. I got you last. Ha ha ha, Jessica Caesar. I got a lot of names here. I got a boogie, otherwise we're gonna be here all night. Jeez Louise. say faster. The next one is our princess. She took on the role as a senior drum major this year. And you saw her in the most beautiful princess gown and tiara, whatever you call these things that go on top of your head. I don't know, I'm not good at that. But she became our princess the first time we saw her come out in that gold gown. And she was absolutely beautiful. And that beauty that she had on the outside absolutely matches the beauty that is on the inside. Just have a conversation with Breen as. One of the nicest people in the band, I think. And it's interesting that one of the nicest people in the band came from the trumpet section. It's like, what? I thought trumpet people were supposed to be, like, harsh. But I've heard so many people from across the band say so many nice things about this person because he truly is a nice guy. And it's really amazing, and it's been an extreme pleasure to have Nishant sing in here. This next one is sneaky. Whenever your back is turned, or my back is turned, he's doing something. And that's his personality. He knows how to have fun in any situation. He's like the life of the party. Like if you're going to go to a party or something like that, you want him with you because you will have a lot of fun. And so it's been great to see him like have a lot of fun, even though sometimes he feeds his little brother like ghost pepper. Like, those of you who were at the barbecue maybe witnessed this. Your parents here. Man, he is a great guy, Brian Lai. This next one could be the black sheep of the family. He comes from a family of science people. And he's going to do music. Won him over. I wish he didn't wait until this is like the theme. All of you non-seniors, quit waiting until your senior year to try new things and do new things. He's decided that he's going to study music in college, and he's kind of taken the saxophone and run with it and started to figure out how much fun he could have on the saxophone. His fashion sense is amazing. I'm still waiting for that one trench coat that he had. Was it the black trench coat? That black trench coat that goes all the way down to like the ankles. That trench coat was fire, I'm just gonna say. So, like, fashion sense is amazing. You're gonna do a great job at Sac State playing the Sac State, right? San Francisco State. One of those colleges. He's gonna go to college, and he's gonna get a degree, and he's gonna study music, and he's gonna do a great job in Corpus. So hard to give an award and to say some things about some of these people because they all do the right thing. And when you're asking for people to, like,
if you're a diamond in a bunch of diamonds, how do you stand out? So, like, it's so difficult because these seniors are diamonds, and they're sitting amongst diamonds. So, he may hide in the middle of the band. He may try not to draw attention to himself. He may make people around him laugh on occasion, but he is a diamond on the tenor sax, Carter Long. The next one, I don't think ever misses leg day on work when he's working out. He's got some trunks on him. It's like, he's the one in the White Sox on stage. I mentioned this to him at the beginning of the concert. I was like, yeah, no one notices your White Sox at all. And now you can't stop staring at them. But always out there playing basketball, always a lot of fun, even though he's a Laker fan. Okay, Lake Show, Charles and Vince pull out. I think when you have an older sibling who is in band, you end up in this kind of limbo zone of, yes, they are my sibling, but no, I'm actually my own person, and don't, like, not like don't affiliate me with my sibling, because, you know, I love my sibling, but at the same time, I am me, and I am not my sibling. And there's a few people in band who have siblings in band. And she's a lot of fun. Like she's like a ball of fun. I don't know how to really describe this person. Like when she gets nervous, she laughs. Like that's her. See, she's laughing right now. Oh, or is that her cousin? I don't know. But when she gets nervous, she laughs. When people are singing next to her in choir and she makes a mistake, she'll want to laugh in the middle of a choir concert because this sense of joy is something that she has about her. And while she is definitely her brother's sister, she is also definitely very much her own person, Miss Kyra Zambrano. Allergies. Almost allergies in here. We had a student teacher here last year, and I think when he showed up, he saw this person, and the first thing he said was, "She's in theater, isn't she?" It's like, there is something about her that just stands out, actress. And she's been able to balance being in band and being in theater and acting and playing. She's one of those double, triple threats that do all of the things on stage. She loves performing, I would imagine, and she's done a great job in band. And did you not win an award last night? Did you not? Oh. Did you go to senior awards night? Did you get an award? What'd you get? That's all? Oh. Well, if she didn't get it last night, and we thought that she was deserving of the Performing Arts Award because she's been instrumental in multiple programs in the performing arts, and that work needed to have gotten recognized. And if it didn't get recognized last night, then it needs to get recognized on stage tonight, because all of her performing arts teachers thought she was absolutely deserving of special recognition for all of the work she has done over the last 4 years on both stages. So, Eleanor Lisa Brown. Well, don't wipe away tears, because you're next. Yeah, don't look away. Yeah. She is also so much fun. I get to have her in AP Music Theory as well. And I don't know if she's sick of me yet, but I'm definitely not sick of her. I get her 3 hours in a row, and it is so much fun to work with her for 3 hours every day. Sitting out there is also her brother, who I've also had in band, and it's great to be able to get back there. There he is. But it's been absolutely great to see how this other sibling has set herself apart from the sibling. And she has been an amazing asset to the band, AJ Espada. It's like slowly peeling off a Band-Aid. The longer I talk, the... Stop. There's no crying in baseball. This next person seems to always put everybody else first. It's like she's falling asleep in class, she's falling behind on stuff, she's not going to sleep at night. She probably didn't go to sleep last night. And the reason why she probably didn't go to sleep last night is either because of AP testing or she was doing something for somebody else. And that tends to be what she does. Whether she is updating the calendar, whether she is putting something on social media, whether she's doing work for Key Club, whether she's doing work for NSA, whether she's doing work for, what else? NHS, is that what I meant instead of NSA? I don't even know anymore. There are so many acronyms after her name. She's the president of this and the secretary of that and the vice president of this, and she is always doing work for others. And so it's great to finally be able to recognize her hard work, Miss Stephanie Hill.
Well, I said JS.
It's been great to watch, sorry, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. It's been great to watch these people grow up because, you know, as they get older, they get more confident and they get more comfortable in who they are, and they get more comfortable stepping outside of their comfort zone because they have become comfortable in who they are. And it's been amazing to watch this journey happen over the last 4 years, because I feel like she has become very comfortable in who she is, Miss Courtney Dawn. This next person, he's almost a little skinnier than me, but got that height. because he's got a great fashion sense, or at least the outfits that he's been showing up to school in lately have been really on point. So whoever does his clothes shopping, you're good at it. He's been a mainstay, a stalwart of rock in the flute section, and you heard a number of solos from him tonight. He's got a great sense of humor, though you gotta make sure that you kind of work your way in there in order to gain that sense of humor, or like learn that sense of humor. But he's got a great sense of humor, Calvin Baum. I gotta take credit for this next one, because this next one, I made switch instruments. And after I made him switch those instruments, and he did not want to, so I basically bought a brand new instrument and stuck it in his hand. I said, "Don't you want to play a nice, shiny new instrument?" And he said, "Oh, sure, I guess." But ever since I gave him that instrument, it's like, yes, this is what I've been asking you to do, because now he's found, like, this works for him. This fits him. He's done a great job. I wish he would listen to me like earlier when I had suggested that he make this move, but just remember I'm always right. Mr. Eric Wong. Speaking of regaining confidence, coming into their own, it's been great to watch this next person grow from interesting freshman year haircuts to, I don't know, interesting senior year haircuts. His hair is always changing. His outfits are always changing and interesting. He's wearing very interesting shoes tonight. He's a little bit taller tonight. He likes to show me the next newest, greatest piercing. And he likes to brag how he did it himself. My dad asked when I was 5. My dad got his ear pierced when I was 5. He said, "Do you want your ear pierced too?" I said, "Does it hurt?" My dad said, "Like heck." I said, "No, sure don't." And to this day, no, because when I was 5, my daddy told me it hurt. So every time he gets a new piercing, he's like, "Look at this, look what I got, check out this one, check out this one, check out this one, I did this one, look at this one, hey, I got this one going on over here." His confidence level, especially his senior year, is skyrocketed. And it's been really great to have. Careful, you might leak from one of those piercings. Mr. Josh O. The first notes you heard from this band tonight were played by this person. And he has done such an amazing job over the years, from being a freshman and being a little bit unsure of the way band works, to branching off on his own and gaining confidence in the way he plays, in the way he moves through life. And he's not afraid to let you know what he's thinking or how he feels or why something is something. He's great at conversations. He remembers practically everything. So he'll tell me, "Hey, remember that freshman year when we played this, how did this thing go?" I have no No idea, but he could tell me. And he could probably tell you what he played in 8th grade. He's marched Vanguard Cadets last year to Drum Corps. He's marching Pacific Crest this year. He's growing into a really great euphonium player, Mr. Tyler Vermillion. At the end of the year, down to 3. Thank you so much for your patience. Down to 3. At the end of the year, I asked the band to give me the names of the senior that you feel has helped out in some way. And there was no criteria. It was just, who do you feel has stood out and has done something special? And there were a couple of names that stood out amongst the others. And I looked at those names and I said, well, that absolutely makes sense. And about the first one of the things that I really, really appreciate is her evident love of family. And will cheer on her sister in just about everything she does, and gets joy from her sister's success. Not from her, yes, from her success, but she cares so much about family. And that's absolutely amazing. And that sense of family, that love that she has for her sister, is the same love that the band feels from her. So please give a round of applause for the recipient of the Director's Award for Band, Fatu Moore. This next person's not here tonight, so if someone wants to send him a quick video, he's elsewhere. But in thinking about this senior, I'm gonna look this way since you're gonna send this to Francisco, hopefully. But when Francisco is a great guitar player, and I didn't know that until, of course, as a senior, he decides to join jazz band for the first time. So I had all this talent and didn't even know it. And not only has he been a percussion rock, he's been a jazz band rock, and he is going to be studying jazz. I think this is the one who's going to Sac State. So studying jazz at Sac State on the guitar, and the recipient of the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is going to Francisco. You see him there in the back. Francisco, he's coming back. And finally, the last award. So you guys can start blowing warm air through your instruments, because we have one more thing to play as we get out of here. He got in trouble his freshman year at a jazz band competition. We were at Wood Creek, and we're playing a jazz band, and he is dancing in the back. Now, he got in trouble by one judge who said, that's a bit much. But the other judge who was working with us was like, yeah, man, I love your energy. Like, that's the type of energy you need to have. And I said, oh my goodness. He's got this infectious energy that can be used for good, or it can be used for evil. We just have to make sure that the energy that he's putting out is used for good. And so he's been able to use that energy in such a way that it's like everybody knows him. At the end of a marching band rehearsal, he'll say, "Hey band." Everybody says, "Yeah." He says, "Good night, everybody." And everybody goes, "Good night, Sergio." And then every evening rehearsal, that's how he would end it, by saying good night to everybody. He's got so much energy and so much in him. And he's using that energy in amazing ways. So that's why it is great to give him the John Philip Sousa Band Award, Mr. Sergio Alcala.
All right, one big round of applause for all of the seniors, please. They all stand. All of the seniors, please stand. Stand, seniors. Stand, seniors. Seniors only.
Thank you, have a seat, seniors. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and thank you so much for sitting through that novel that I just recited for you. As we go off to summer, whenever I think of summer, I'm thinking the 4th of July. When I think the 4th of July, I'm thinking fireworks and barbecues. And when I'm thinking fireworks and barbecues, I'm thinking John Philip Sousa's The Stars and Stripes Forever. It is our national march. So here is John Philip Sousa's Stars and Stripes Forever.
Now you just gotta clean up. But thanks a lot, guys.